Have you ever felt tiny bumps appear on your skin when you're cold, scared, or listening to an emotional song? These are called goosebumps. Today, goosebumps may seem completely useless. They don't keep us warm, and they don't protect us from danger. But millions of years ago, goosebumps were actually a powerful survival tool. They are a hidden message from our ancient ancestors. So, why do humans get goosebumps? Goosebumps are small bumps that appear on your skin when tiny muscles around your hair follicles contract. When these muscles tighten, the hairs on your body stand up. This reaction happens automatically. You don't decide to make goosebumps appear. Your body does it on its own. Scientists call this reaction piloerection, but most people simply call them goosebumps. The name comes from the way the skin looks, similar to the skin of a plucked goose. To understand goosebumps, we need to travel back millions of years. Our ancient ancestors had much more body hair than modern humans. They looked very different from us. When these early humans felt cold, their body hairs stood up. The raised hairs trapped a layer of air close to the skin. This layer of air worked like a natural blanket. It helped keep body heat from escaping. More hair meant better insulation. For our furry ancestors, goosebumps were useful. But humans slowly lost most of their body hair during evolution. Today, we still have the goosebump reaction, but we don't have enough hair for it to make much difference. The old mechanism remains, even though its original purpose is mostly gone. Have you noticed that goosebumps also appear when you're scared? Imagine walking alone at night. You hear a strange sound behind you. Suddenly, goosebumps appear on your arms. Why? The answer goes back to our animal ancestors. Many animals make their fur stand up when they feel threatened. Cats do it. Dogs do it. Even some monkeys do it. Standing fur makes an animal look larger and more intimidating. A bigger-looking animal can scare away predators or rivals. For our ancient ancestors, this reaction may have helped them survive dangerous situations. Today, humans don't become much larger when our tiny body hairs stand up, but the reaction still happens because it is part of an ancient survival system. Goosebumps are connected to something called the fight or flight response. This is the body's emergency mode. When your brain detects danger, it releases chemicals such as adrenaline. Your heart beats faster. Your breathing increases. Your muscles prepare for action, and goosebumps may appear. All of this happens within seconds. Your body is preparing to either fight the threat or run away from it. Even though modern dangers are often different from those faced by our ancestors, the same ancient system still works inside us. One of the most common causes of goosebumps is cold temperature. When your body starts losing heat, it tries to protect itself. The brain sends signals to tiny muscles attached to hair follicles. The muscles contract, the hairs rise. For furry animals, this helps trap warm air. For humans, the effect is small because we have less body hair. Still, the reaction remains part of our body's temperature control system. It is another evolutionary leftover from a time when our ancestors were much hairier. Sometimes, goosebumps appear for a completely different reason. You may be listening to an amazing song or watching a powerful movie scene. Suddenly, goosebumps spread across your skin. This happens because emotions can activate some of the same brain systems involved in survival. Certain sounds, stories, or moments create strong emotional reactions. Your brain releases chemicals that make the experience feel intense and meaningful. The result can be chills and goosebumps. Scientists sometimes call these musical chills. Not everyone experiences them, but many people do. It's one of the most fascinating ways our emotions affect our bodies. Music isn't the only trigger. People can get goosebumps during emotional speeches. They can happen during inspiring moments. They can appear when seeing an act of courage. They can even happen during happy memories. Strong emotions activate deep parts of the brain. These areas communicate with the nervous system. As a result, physical reactions appear. One of those reactions is goosebumps. This shows how closely the mind and body are connected. In most situations, goosebumps are no longer very useful. They don't keep us much warmer. They don't make us look much bigger. However, they are still signs that important processes are happening inside the body. They can tell us that we are cold. They can signal fear. They can reveal strong emotions. In that sense, goosebumps still provide information about how our body and brain are reacting to the world. Goosebumps are an example of something scientists call a vestigial trait. A vestigial trait is a feature that was useful in the past, but has lost most of its original function. Humans have several examples. Wisdom teeth are one example. The tailbone is another. Goosebumps belong in the same category. They are like a living reminder of our evolutionary history. Every time goosebumps appear, They reveal a small clue about where we came from. Goosebumps may seem like a tiny and unimportant reaction, but they tell an incredible story. They connect us to ancient ancestors who relied on body hair for warmth and protection. They show how survival systems can remain in the body long after their original purpose fades away. They remind us that evolution doesn't always remove old features completely. Sometimes it simply leaves them behind, and millions of years later, those old features still appear for a few seconds on our skin. So, why do humans get goosebumps? The answer lies deep in our evolutionary past. Goosebumps once helped our hairy ancestors stay warm and appear larger during danger. Today, they are mostly leftovers from that ancient world, yet they still appear when we're cold, frightened, inspired, or emotionally moved. They are small, harmless, and often useless, but they are also a fascinating reminder that our bodies carry the history of millions of years of evolution. The next time you get goosebumps, remember, you're experiencing one of the oldest survival tricks ever passed down through human history. Thanks for watching.